So today is just a few days on from when I made a little post in which I reflected on the fact of how much I wanted to be quiet on that particular day. I had no desire to express my fem's self. Today, just a few days on, is very different. I'm actually in my old home city of Brighton&Hove today, which I always love to come to. So I've been on trains and buses as I was a few days ago. And indeed, this very square where I am at the moment is where probably one of the biggest transgender event festivals every year in Europe is held. And sitting on the train this morning, I was feeling, I wouldn't say depressed, that's quite an extreme expression for how I was feeling, but I was feeling very uneasy, feeling very uncomfortable, dissatisfied, actually finding it quite hard to pin down exactly what the emotion was, exactly what the feeling was. But certainly a sense of not feeling complete and whole and impatient, really. And this had to do, I was very aware of it, with my gender confusion. And I happened to glance to the side of me, just out of the side of my sight, as it were. There was a young lady sitting there on her own, and I kind of related to her somehow in terms of her demeanour and style and so on, and it caused me to question, would I feel more comfortable today were I sitting on this train, even though I don't particularly, as it was at that moment, want to interact with other people, were I presenting as Chloe today, even though the presenting would more be for my benefit, for my own perception, self-image, awareness of smells and how I'm feeling, how comfortable I am. And I had quite a strong sense that yes, I would. But of course, coming back to a few days ago, that's not always the case. So this is really one of those great dilemmas that those of us who are gender fluid find. Is certainly not the case that when I'm always feeling anxious or a little less than positive, that bringing out my femme self is going to solve the problem either. I'm very aware of that. It's a lot more complex than that, and the gender expression seems to have more to do with the personality that is most, as it were, knocking on the door. And indeed, the words of that Paul McCartney song, I think it is, "Someone's knocking on the door, let them in," came to me strangely when I was reflecting on this. But yes, where do you go with it? Do you start some sort of limited transition process, knowing that it's only some days that you want to be enacting, embodying, presenting in a femme mode? At least that's a question for someone who's in a male body and pangendered to ask. I don't know the answer. It's a bit of a dilemma. But anyway, fortunately this wasn't too long lasting. I got off the train, took a few deep breaths, and here we are in this wonderful city. And even in the middle of January, while it's cold, the sun is shining brightly.